Communications, a public affairs firm that works across the Western Hemisphere. This is Michael's 8th year as our event MC. Welcome, Michael. Let's have a great night.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this amazing event. And you have come from near and far, and small towns and larger towns. And as a matter of fact, when Jackson and I were talking beforehand, we realized that there's some of you from Watson, right? Live Oak? Yeah? 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 And Brewley? West Side is the best side. Unless there's something called the bridge that gets in the way. I hear there's some folks from Zachary here as well. Excellent, excellent. And I also hear that we've got some friends with us for the first time in a long time. The best little village in South Louisiana called French Settlement. It's all of you together that make an event like this so incredibly awesome. Can you believe 40 years the Advocate has been doing this program, and it is bigger and it is better than ever. A round of applause, please, for all the folks at the Advocate for making this happen. You know, and look forward to being with you tonight, Jackson, everybody here with the Advocate. But, you know, we have to start tonight by thanking our generous sponsors, because without it, it would be absolutely impossible to put on a special event of this magnitude. They are on the screen to my left in the middle. Would you kindly acknowledge their support of this incredible event? I hope everybody had a chance to hit up the social media wall before the event started. There's still time. They're on the ends to my far right and my far left. I put up a tweet a little while ago, and I want you to do that as well. The hashtag tonight, by the way, is hashtag AdvocateStars, all together, all lowercase. So that is the setting. You are a part of something incredibly special tonight. We're going to award some amazing awards for student athletes across this great Baton Rouge region, and you are here with us tonight, and we're going to get it started right now. And we're going to begin with our fall sports. Now, here's how we're going to do it. Athletes, when your name is called, I ask that you enter the stage here to my right. You're going to walk across the stage to receive your award, and then you're going to exit the stage to my left. All right? A little bit more this year. As you leave the stage to my left, you're going to proceed to the back of the ballroom, and there you'll be greeted by our photo and video staff for your photographs. They will be off stage this year and in the back right after you've received your award here on stage. Then you can return to your seat. All right? That's all the coaching I have for you tonight. You ready to go? All right, let's do it. You ready, sir?
Yes.
All right. Here we go. We begin with our first winner tonight. He's a junior. Entered the season ready to avenge a runner-up finish last year. He led his team to a Division III select state title and broke a few records along the way. He was LSWA's Mr. Football. Set state records with 62 passing touchdowns, 73 total touchdowns. We begin tonight with the Star of Stars for high school football. For the second straight year, it belongs to Elijah Haven of the Dunham School. Congratulations, Elijah. Our next award winner and our next sport is volleyball. The athlete we honor tonight delivered at the biggest stages. She led her team to a Division III state title with a dominant season, the All-Metro Small Schools MVP, finished with 612 kills, 218 digs, 106 blocks, 29 aces, and 22 assists. And I think she delivered water on the bench, and she probably washed some clothes along the way. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor and a pleasure to welcome to the stage the star of stars for volleyball, Yana Times of Parkview Baptist. Congratulations, Yana. We might see you back in a little while. We'll see. Cross country is always one of Baton Rouge's strongest fall sports, and that tradition continued once again this fall. Our girls winner dominated this season with 5 first-place finishes. She achieved a personal record 18 minutes, 1.1 seconds back in October. The junior wrapped up her season with a top 5 finish at the LHSAA state meet and was named the top girls runner on the all-metro team. The star of stars for girls cross country, Lucy Kramer, Parkview Baptist. Congratulations, Lucy. Our boys cross-country runner tallied 5 total first-place finishes between the 3-mile and 5K events this season. He set a school record back in September with a time of 15 minutes, 9.27 seconds, and he also became the first male athlete at his school to finish in the top 10 at the state meet. Let's welcome our star of stars for boys cross-country, Shrey Shaw. Touchdown. Well done, Shrey. Congratulations. Our final fall sport is swimming. And our girls swimming star had a freshman season that stood out above the rest. Note, freshman season. Here's what she did. She won the 50 free, the 100 free at the city championships. The all-metro girls outstanding swimmer set a Division III state record in the 100 breaststroke with a time of 1 minute, 6.11 seconds. It takes me that long just to get in the pool. Let's give a warm welcome again to a freshman, our star of stars for girls swimming, Faith Kubrick, Parkview Baptist. Congratulations, Faith. Our boys winner is a junior who helped lead his school to a Division I state title, and he dominated the season, earning Swimmer of the Meet honors at the Capital City Swim Meet. He set Division I meet records in the 200 IM and the 100 breaststroke at the state meet. Please welcome to the stage the star of stars for boys swimming, Noah Vargas, Catholic High. Congratulations, Noah. This year's girls wrestler capped off an amazing high school career with a 4th individual state championship. She finished her senior year with a 26-4 record and had an overall record in the career 95-12. She was a 2-time city champion, 2-time public school champion. Ladies and gentlemen, our star of stars for girls wrestling, Olivia Maxey, Baton Rouge High. Congratulations, Olivia. Now, our boys wrestling winner is currently as we speak, graduating from high school, along with several other honorees that we'll learn about a little later in tonight's program. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for them to arrive, and then we're going to recognize them appropriately when they do arrive, again, a little bit later on in tonight's program. So let's look ahead just a bit. Baton Rouge soccer teams were also successful once again this season. Our winners add to an already high bar and a significant tradition of excellence across the whole metro. Our girls winner led her team to a fourth straight Division III LHSAA title appearance in impressive fashion. This junior put up massive numbers this season, 43 goals, 26 assists. The LSU commit was named the All-Metro Division III and Lower Co-MVP. And ladies and gentlemen, the star of stars for girls soccer for the second straight year, Ella Kate Johnston of Parkview Baptist. Congratulations, Ella Kate. Our boys soccer star was the anchor of a senior-driven team. He was an all-state selection and district MVP. He helped lead his school to a Division III state championship appearance and also scored the winning goal that sent his team to Hammond on a quest for the state title. The star of stars for boys soccer, William May, University High. Congratulations. Well, it was indeed a banner year across boys and girls basketball in Baton Rouge, multiple state champions. The girl we honored tonight was the lone returning starter to a team that was fresh off of a title. The LSWA Class 5A MVP averaged 17.4 points, 8 boards, 3 steals, 2 assists this season. She hit the game-winning shot in the Division I non-select state title game to help her team repeat as state champions. What a season. The star of stars for girls basketball, Ava Raymond of Zachary. Congratulations, Ava. We'll probably see you a little later as well. Now, our boys basketball star grew into one of the best players in the state this year. He averaged 15.6 points, 14 rebounds, 6.3 blocks this season to earn All-State and All-Metro honors. His outstanding season culminated in helping his team to a Division II non-select state title. Please join me in welcoming to the stage our star of stars for boys basketball, Ben Radford of Bruley. We'll probably see Ben back in a little while as well. Congrats again. Powerlifting is the LHSAA's final winter sport. And our girls winner comes from a school with the state's richest girls powerlifting tradition. Get this, they have won 19 state championships in a row. She won the 132-pound class with 930 total points. She finished with a deadlift, y'all, 375 pounds, a squat of 360 pounds, and a bench of 195 pounds at the state meet. That's a day's work right there. Welcome the star of stars for girls powerlifting for a second straight year, Avery St. Pierre of Lutcher. I was madly trying to add up how many pounds that is altogether, and I just had to quit. Congratulations, though, Avery. Our boys powerlifter trained year-round, and it paid off in the form of several state records. He set the state record in the 181-pound weight class for the deadlift, bench press, and squat. He also set a state record for total weight that he lifted in that 181-pound weight class. The star of stars for boys powerlifting is Dylan Rocket of Live Oak. Hey Dylan, before you go, real quick, total weight that you lifted.
1820.
Did y'all hear that? 1,820 pounds. Congrats, man. Wow. That's some talent right there. Well, I hope you see that we're off to a great start. And we're only scratching the surface in tonight's program. You know, we're going to shift gears just for a moment, and we're going to talk about courage. You know, courage reveals itself to us in many ways. Stories about persons who have fought to overcome perhaps a critical illness or a serious injury, of course, and maybe a handicap or a hardship of some sort. Those are always compelling stories. Before we invite our recipient to receive his award tonight, we have a video that speaks to the courage that it takes to be a Courage Award recipient.
In November, found out my mom has pancreatic cancer, which was pretty tough because I was about to start a basketball season, which is my main sport. It just has helped me and pushed me to play stronger and harder, especially for her, because I know just whenever I play well and she watches me, it just encourages her to keep on fighting harder.
Definitely a Nutso fan. Always have been. That's my baby out there.
Just the focus that it takes to get through a situation like this is incredible, and for him to take this on as a young man is very impressive.
Trevor inspires me because I feel like if I went through the same thing, I don't know what I would do, and he knows so much about himself to be able to push through this and be as powerful as he can.
You know, everything I'm going through, the first thing I think of is him. I lost my mom when I was 30, and I don't want him to lose his mom when he's 18. So I just keep battling for him.
Yeah, I just want to thank, first off, God, because we wouldn't be here without him right now. All my families and friends, coaches, everyone who's been there to support us, part of this journey. And thank you to the advocate.
The winner of the Courage Award for 2025-26 shares an unbreakable bond with his mother. When he found out last November that she was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, as you heard, that cancer had metastasized to her liver, and he sprung into action. He organized fundraisers, donated to her blood drive, and was by her side whenever he could. The senior dedicated his final basketball season to his mother and worked with the school to make sure that there were still games that she could attend safely without the risk of getting sick. And as she battled cancer, he put up one of the best statistical seasons on the court. It is an honor and a privilege to welcome to the stage our Courage Award winner from Ascension Christian, Trevor Russell. Trevor, Trevor, come see real quick before you go. Somebody special is sitting right out here. That's your mom. What does it mean to have her with you tonight?
Everything.
Everything? Congratulations. Thank you. Tonight, we also celebrate another special moment. As we celebrate 40 years of Star of Stars, we are proud to introduce a meaningful new chapter in our program. For the first time in the history of this event, the Spirit Award will be renamed in honor of someone who helped define what this night represents. You see that for 4 decades, Robin V. Fambrough was more than a journalist. She was a storyteller, an advocate, a champion for student athletes across our community. Through her words, she elevated not just the stars, but the spirit behind the game. It's only fitting that the award recognizing character, leadership, and impact now carries her name. Let's learn more through this video.
Covering high school sports gives you an interesting perspective on the communities in your area. There's always a human element. There's always another story. There's always something in there if you are willing to look and just ask a few more questions. What motivates this person? What's their backstory?
Robin gets people to open up, and she does that in a non-judgmental way. It's simply being there and being a friend.
The high school level I consider to be one of the few pure levels of sports that are left. People actually want you there. They're not questioning your agenda. They want their stories told.
Everyone has nothing but immense respect for her, for the journey she's taken as a wife and mother to maintain both and be good at both, and she was great at both.
I hope you see yourself the same way that everybody else does. You've made such a bigger impact than I think you'll ever realize on everyone in this community.
Having an award like this that carries my name really means everything. I mean, I was lucky to be in a position to tell the stories I did when I did. To be recognized on this level is just amazing.
Tonight, we proudly introduce the Robin V. Fambrough Spirit Award.
Yep. Craig Kennedy just texted us in, and as you mentioned, Ted, he's flying the Chick-fil-A balloon.
Satisfying thing.
Just like when balloons go up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. The partnership has been great.
Yeah.
Craig, great to see you again.
Good
Craig
to see
Clausen,
you guys.
grandson of Chuck
Thank you.
Jones, and celebrating 75 years of Roadrunner Coyote and 85 years of Bugs.
Next year. Yep.
Wow, I
Yeah,
cannot
no.
believe that.
Crazy.
I'm going to try it. What's up, Doc?
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, you're going to make that left turn at Albuquerque.
Yeah, the
too,
left
right?
turn at Albuquerque.
Yeah. One of the cartoon channels has been playing that little clip a lot in one of their commercial types of things about the left turn at Albuquerque. So that's great.
Established here.
Yeah, you bet. Craig,
Great
thanks
to
for coming
see
by
you.
and seeing us. Great to see you as well. As we continue to wait for sunrise to come up here at the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta, a couple of those Dawn Patrol guys went up there.
Yep, and they're coming back over the field.
Yep.
Not 4,000 feet, but they're coming back, but they're coming back slow.
That does not look like 4,000 feet.
Yeah, I think we're setting up for a beautiful competition day, and once that sun crests, we're gonna that surface wind here should calm down a bit, and we'll see some of our non-competitors get off the field, so you can get down there amongst everyone and.
Discover the American University of Antigua, the perfect gateway to global medical education. From the House of Monopole Education and Medical Group, an organization with a 70-year legacy of delivering world-class medical education and healthcare, the American University of Antigua is an innovative medical school dedicated to providing learner-centric education of the highest quality. with an option to start the 2-year pre-med program in either India or Antigua, followed by 2.5 years of preclinical sciences in Antigua and 2 years of clinical rotations.
Let's have some fun today on New Mexico Day, Monday.
Yeah, I'm looking like all of them have gone up there. One has actually obviously got up there sooner and is all the way over the north end of the field. Then there's 4 that are directly over us, which we're at the south end of the field. So we saw a couple of the shots as we've moved forward. And down here on the field, you can see that the sun is starting to light up the sky. It's not quite that light on the field yet. Our cameras just do a great job of picking that up.
Look at that sunrise.
Yeah, it's going to even get better with those clouds, etc., that are there. That's going to be, it's going to turn into a really nice, yeah, it's going to, in fact, there's already a little bit of orange, a little bit off the northern part of the mountain.
Yeah.
Just looking out that way, we're starting to see some. So we're going to get a gorgeous sunrise this morning, and we're working our way towards that sunrise a little after 7 this morning.
What if we can get a shot of the status flag? What's going on here in the field right now?
It's going to probably still be yellow. I don't know. Pilot's briefing should be wrapping up. I'm seeing more truck action.
Yes.
And as we've talked about a number of times already, because it is competition time, usually as soon as pilot's briefing is over, the competitors have the wins, they have the pieces, they have all that stuff together, and now they've either got it in their head. Oh,
we have a green flag.
They did change it green. So they're looking for that spot. They're saying, okay, if the winds are going this direction, then I need to be launching from over here. And then, of course, you have to find a spot there, because the perfect place to launch, there might be a building.
Right.
So do you go to the left or the right of it? What kind of steerage might I get?
Or you may have 6 or 8 pilots fighting for the same spot.
6 or 8 would be an easy one to work out. It's when you get 10 to 15 to 20 that are all looking for that. Hey, talk for a second while I talk with our balloon meister.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, when I was competing as a younger pilot, what you really want to do is you want to check out the guys who know what's going on. So I personally used to follow Ray and David Baer here in Albuquerque. They flew here all the time, and so myself and my old balloon partner Michael Gornflow, we were under heavy instructions that on competition days we were going to follow the Bears. And you know what? Every single time we did, we found our pathway right back to the field. So thanks, Ray and Dave. We really appreciate your guiding light the way to the field for us. So, but it's looking like it's going to be a fantastic morning here in Albuquerque at the 52nd annual Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta, powered by ExxonMobil. So let's go back here to the chat rooms and look around. I have to call this person out. Amy Collins is watching us from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So I'm just a neighbor right up the street in Gibsonia. So yins, have a good day out there. We also have someone from Australia. So it's already tomorrow in Australia. Well, we're about 19 minutes away from tomorrow in Australia. Let's see here. Who else do we have? We have Allison from Scotland. So good morning, Allison in Scotland. Actually, it'd be afternoon for you at this point.
So a quick conversation with Henry Rosenbaum, our balloon meister, and he says we are all to go. As we pointed out a moment ago, the green flag is up. We are not doing the Sid Cutter today. We're going to do the Sid Cutter Memorial task tomorrow.
Okay.
We're going to do a Gordon Bennett task today and a multiple judge declared goal. Fancy words for we're going to put some X's on the field.
And throw some baggies at them.
And a couple of triangles on the field, and we're going to throw baggies or markers or beanbags at them as they come over.
So if there's any pilots, crew out there that are watching us live, remind your pilot to put those baggies in the basket before they launch, because I'm one of those people in the club that left them in the glove box.
And there are lots of people, and yeah, there's probably no worse feeling than to be flying right over the X. Perfect line, perfect score. Where's the baggie? Where's the baggie?
And pilots,
in the truck.
Gloves with your names written on it do not count.
They don't count. They don't count. But people will try it.
Yes, they will.
Gloves, hats, $100 bills,
shoes.
Yeah. No, don't do that. I'll be out there. Yeah. I wouldn't mind the $100 bill, but there's going to be so many people out there with other photographers and things like that. So no, throw the approved marker and baggie. In fact, if I reach down here,
I believe he probably has one.
I do have one. It's a matter of wasn't thinking to get it out.
I should have brought one that I was received from a person in Pennsylvania that was clearing out an old barn, and it was a really unique baggie that I've ever seen. It was like a bean bag, and it was fabric, but then they sewed on a piece of ripstop nylon that was about 8 feet long to the bottom of it, and they had written the name or stitched the name in.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It had to have been from the 70s. It was really cool.
So this is an actual marker here. I have my name on it, so I'm going to slip it on the target when we get out there and see if they score it. But this is the tail, and you see it kind of just keeps going, and this is the weighted part of the baggie here. So when you throw this up, and you can wad it all up and throw it, but you can't throw it while it was rolled up like I just had it.
Right.
It has to unfurl so that we can see this coming down. They're going to measure from the closest part of the weighted part to the center of the X, and whatever X you've thrown that on.
Or tip of the diamond, or...
Well, yeah, they still measure to the X, but the perfect score is you have to be inside the diamond for that. And so they will measure that. There'll be certain colors that have to go on the target. So I don't know what those colors are yet. Henry's going to send us those, but you would send maybe your blue one would have to go on one of the X's, and you'd have to throw the red one on the Gordon Bennett, which would be the triangles.
Right.
Still measured to the center of the X. We always measure from the center of an X, but sometimes the perfect score is not the center of the X. It's like Ted said, it's on the inside of that triangle, or tomorrow it will be on the bow of the boat. So a perfect score is not 0, but whatever the distance is from the center of that X to that point.
Right.
So that's what a marker looks like. We'll be seeing those come flying down at us, or floating
and
down.
hopefully only in the scoring area.
Hopefully only in the scoring area. If you're out here on the field, you'll be able to get fairly close to that, and there will probably be some baggies that will come down your way as well. Just step out of the way and let it come down, and the scoring team will go over, or a safety official will go over and retrieve it. And the pilots have their names and their banner numbers on the tail of the marker. They'll measure them. All those scores go into not only winners for today within their competition group, because even that half that are out there are broken into a number of competition groups.
Right. And those cumulative scores will be released daily, correct?
The daily ones will be. The cumulative, we only let that go out on the final Saturday when it is our awards brunch time.
So how can we track these pilots, these competition pilots, and how they score each day?
So there's two places to do that, Ted. One is on the balloonfiesta.com webpage. You can go to the pilots and see the scores there. The other is there is an AIBF results Facebook page that you can go take a look there. It takes them till about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon to actually get those scores posted. By the time they review, I remember they're scoring, they could score up to like 300 baggies and get them in the right groups, make sure there's no protests and other kinds of inquiries that may happen. Usually very few of those. You know that you got there or you didn't.
Yes,
you know, and
there are ride balloons getting ready to launch our Rainbow Rider fleet. It looks like they're deliberately putting air in now, not just flapping the air in to get the top in. So we should see those guys getting hot here in a minute after our balloon of the day goes up and we have our national anthem. Our balloon of the day is the Xfinity balloon, if I'm not mistaken. They're sponsoring New Mexico Day.
Yeah, sunrise officially at 7:06.
Those dawn patrollers have come, and now they're coming back towards us as they come down a little bit. So
yeah, one coming right down the west side of the field.
Yep. And we got a couple more over our left shoulder that had gone south, and they have not made it back to the field quite yet.
So it kind of gives us an idea, just like this.
That's where you can see every picture from Taylor.
Yeah.
Cruising down the valley.
Yep.
Literally.
And just a little bit. Which is interesting because while I see him on our camera, I don't see him out there.
There he is right there. He's right to the left.
Oh, there he is. Farther down here than, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, there he is. If you knew we were talking about him, waving and blowing. Well, sure, there's the lights between us and there, yeah. So he's basically right at the south end of the field. Those radio towers a little farther away.
At Cox, your internet and mobile price won't change for 5 years. That's 5 New Year's celebrations.
Yep. I would not be shocked. Yeah, that would be a very, you could definitely see that. And because the other thing you're thinking about here, while it's getting a little lighter and you can start to see the ground, the idea of flying golf patrol is you have to fly until the sun comes up so that you can see what's on the ground.
Absolutely.
So he's got to fly for probably another 15, 20 minutes at least. And so rather than continuing to go way south, if he goes back high, he'll be able to make that next pass over there. The other one that was just going by that we saw following Tim over there is Polar Dawn, Rick Jones. He's kind of in that same spot that Tim was when we started talking about Tim.
And he's in his 30th year here at Fiesta.
And then there's still two, probably directly over the river, but up about 1,500, maybe 2,000.
One of them is Matt Grote, if I'm not mistaken, up there to the right.
Yep, looks like it
on our screen. And then we have Chuck Chick right next to him up there.
And then three more managed to stay more directly north. They're out over the far north end of the field. There's going to be Chick-fil-A out there.
Greg Lindsay up in the middle.
In the middle, yeah. So as we continue to move forward with New Mexico Day.
You know, one of the, I know there's a lot of pilots that watch on here, and they know the cadence and what you have to do. But for all of our other viewers out there, the reason they come back to the field so high is once you clear the field, you want to make a steady ascent out of here. You definitely want to be over the 75-foot marker as you come over the rooftop studio. There are some pylons out there. You're going to make a nice steady ascent, no more than 200 feet a minute. But if you want to come back across the field and way up there, you must be 500 feet above the field to do so. That allows the traffic below you to do the same thing, so we don't have any issues. So that those other balloons, they definitely did that. And again, they started doing that. I don't know who that is very far north. They weren't on our list, but
changed balloons out on it.
Yeah, they did. But he's coming down. Should come down over the center of the field, but should be at 500 feet.
When he gets back up. And now the competition guys, when they're coming in, they're going to be able to come down to that 75-foot level as they come into the field. When they get over the scoring area, which will be flagged off, they can come right down to the ground, but not touching the right.
So they'll get penalized. But yeah, you can just, as Sid used to say, tickle the grass.
Tickle the grass. Yeah. But if you hit the grass, expect a penalty.
Yes.
The Visit Albuquerque balloon, the green side. The side that's on the laying on the ground is red.
So it'll soon be Christmas again.
Yep. Paul Petrin flies the Visit Albuquerque balloon. Rainbow Riders manages that, but Paul's flying it this year.
And these passengers, they are going to show. You know those ride pilots are going to come up and they're just going to hang out.
They're just going to go up there and watch the top. Yeah. So we're going to call a lot of banner numbers throughout the morning here. That's going to be a way for us to be able to identify who's coming in. So there's basket 604 laying on the side. We already know that the 600 series are ride balloons. So those are the people that we're talking about. There's getting those big balloons inflated.
I guarantee you will not during competition call a banner number over 299.
Not on purpose. Because you know what will happen with this box. Some of these guys will go out, fly the box, and come back in. And yes, here's this non-competitor flying the box who is, coming over the field. So there could definitely be somebody in there.
Yeah. I meant straight competitors.
Okay? Yeah, and then you'll say, but that's not a competitor. I'll probably even catch it up. Oh, yeah, there's banner number 443. That's not a competitor.
So they're just going to the grass and make a nice landing so they don't get any enchantment on their ball.
All right, so on the Gordon Bennett, which is throw into a triangle, and you want to be the closest to the X, but inside the triangle. That's going to be an orange marker. Okay. And let's see, the 40, 40, 40. So there will be 3 triangles around the X. And so the one as you come in from the north and the one on either side, east or west, the center, the point of that triangle is going to be 40 feet from the center of the X. So the perfect score from that would be 40. However, the triangle on the south side, the point is going to be 20 feet from there. So you could take the safe one as you're coming in and throw left or right, but if you hold on and try and get the triangle right past the X, the best score there is going to be 20 feet. And that's the Gordon Bennett Memorial. Then on the multiple judge declared goal, there will be, let's see what they're talking about, 3 X's out there. One on either side of the main road, one off the main road, and you can throw either a red, any color other than red or orange. Any color other than red, because the orange one.
So you're going to take their marker down there to that area.
I'm going to take the blue one. It's not going to be a Gordon Bennett. Yep. If I put this on Gordon Bennett, it's not going to be scored. It's going to get little other X's. So yeah, so I need to go to one of the multiple declared goals and throw mine on there. All 3 X's are valid, closest to the center of the X. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, Gordon Bennett. Yep, we're good. So that's the competition for this morning, and we'll be down there to call all that for you.
And as we look out there now, you can see it's getting a little lighter as the sun continues to rise over the Sandias. That one balloon that kind of snuck in on us on dawn patrol up there to the north, he's actually got it. He's kind of coming southeasterly now, so he looks like he can totally miss the field.
Yep. So we're about 5 minutes away from our national anthem today, with Xfinity taking the colors airborne. Jacob Little is flying Xfinity for us this week. And it's not going to be long after the end of the day Xfinity gets in the air that all of our other non-competitor balloons are going to be ready. We've got already some ride balloons standing up. We've got a number of the balloons right here on the south end of the field. ExxonMobil, Intel, Barney Watson and Cool Beans is over there. So a number of them are already, I mean, they're basically ready to go hot as soon as Jacob gets the Xfinity in the air.
These pilots on the south end are being good citizens because they know how important it is to get up and get out of here. That's, is that Nick, our pilot, that flew the other day for us over there in Palladium as well? Right over the top of the, to the left?
Yes, yeah. So we have our balloon cam in a competitive balloon today.
That'll be fun.
So it is time for us to go down to the Main Street stage and our public address announcer, Mr. Bill Royal.
It's time for this morning's opening ceremonies and what will happen after the anthem. Get your cameras ready because Chili Flight will come across with their signature red and green lights and smoke coming in from the north just after the anthem, and then again from east to west as they circle back around. And also make sure you and your camera are ready for the all burn that happens right at the end as well. Plus, don't forget that we have competition at 8 a.m. after today's ascension. So that is something that you definitely don't want to miss if you haven't seen it before. So everybody get ready. This is going to be something that's, as usual, when you tell somebody you had to be there, well, you're here on Monday morning, New Mexico Day, at the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta, powered by ExxonMobil. I'm Bill Royal. I'll be your voice throughout the day, and we will be doing our best to keep you informed on what's going on the field. But right now, to honor our country, here is your national anthem, Mr. Bobby.
so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we walked were so silently streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sailors, that star-spangled
Our national anthem and the Chile Flight Express on pass number 1.
Yes, they're going to go to the south and turn around and then come from the east and pass us back over and go to the west.
Exactly. And
I think we're ready to place the balloon.
I think so. They're going to get that last part of the Chile flight across. And then we'll get the rest of the folks coming with those guys up. We'll take a little bit of Xfinity. I know this actually had a little bit of south. Yeah, we want to be in southwest for dawn patrol. And of course, going up high and going back to the northeast. So the pilots that are out there listening, Xfinity going off the field, going a little bit southeast at probably about 500-600 feet or so.
As we mentioned, it's going to change about 100 times between now and when the competitors get out there off the field.
Yeah.
Which is that's what makes it fun, exciting, exhilarating, and challenging.
You know, we have a low-power TV station that we put our signal on.
Yes.
For about 4 miles around the park, you can pick it up. Oh, yeah,
that's a great shot right there.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Dawn Patrol, yeah. I changed it out or something. Anyway, this low-power TV station, it's usually up for about a week or so before we go. And what we usually do is we play the previous year's shows on there. So one of the shows was playing on there, and it happened to be a competition day. And I remember talking about and hearing this again the other day, that one of the competitors sent their crew down to the target area right off the side, and they kept sending up little pie balls so that they could report back to their pilots how that winds were changing right here on the field so they could continue to navigate that way.
So if they won, that means we get a piece of the pie.
Well, yeah, but they didn't. I wasn't even sure which competitor it was. I love this shot.
Oh, yeah.
With the New Mexico State balloon, 90,000 cubic feet. That's the normal size balloon. That's not a small balloon.
No.
But when you put it with the big balloons, it looks
like
so
it looks like a small balloon.
Yeah. And here comes Chile Flight back over, smoke on, coming from over the east. And we've got them coming in. And there's the starburst. It's right behind the roof, so you have to watch the camera like everybody else.
Here they come.
Yeah, I can hear the motors now.
There they come right over top of the roof.
Usually we see Chile Flight just on Saturdays, but they're here for New Mexico Day. And we thank the Chile Flight Express folks, those pilots with their home-built aircraft, putting on an extra show for you here at the Balloon Fiesta, the 52nd Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta, powered by ExxonMobil. New Mexico Day, Monday. competition day. Mass ascension, if you will, coming out of the field. We've got it all for you this week.
I have the feeling right now.
Yeah.
The minute that sun crests that mountain, it's gonna just change things up. And again, as you said, the colors are gonna start to pop. Our camera does a great job. What you're seeing right there is phenomenal. With my own eyes, it's not as good as what I see with that camera.
Exactly. And we're starting to get some of the ride balloons up. There goes the one flying the KOB4 banner, with a lot of folks getting their bucket list off. Right below it, the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center balloon. These guys are basically in the middle of the field. We kind of set things off. We start in the middle and we start at the south end on typical days of the breeze. We kind of work through kind of two groups of balloons going off at the same time. Again, as you said, competition starting at 8. We want to get these balloons up and out of here so that we can clear the field, get the flagging and the scoring area set up, and get our competition underway as close to 8 o'clock as possible.
I anticipate seeing these ride balloons come back over us at a much higher altitude here shortly.
I think you're right. You get a sense for how big the baskets are. There's the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center balloon.
Great shot by our awesome team here.
Alfred Salazar flying the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center balloon. And did you say Brad Rice is flying the one with the Zia?
Yes, I believe so.
He is indeed.
And he's doing what Brad does. Nice, slow and easy over the top. Making sure there's a little between all of those large balloons, like you said.
Yeah.
Same size as the Aggie balloon.
And you know, really, what a great idea. You know, Scott Appleman obviously went to the universities and said, don't you think you ought to have a balloon and a balloon program? And, you know, you guys put the balloon together, we'll manage it, we'll fly it for you, they'll take it and set it up at the games, you know. And so I wonder if they'll set both of them up when the Aggies play the Lobos.
Well, they played a couple weekends ago, and I'm not sure if they, I'm not sure. They was down in Cruces. Probably not, because they were probably flying rides up here.
Probably.
Yeah.
Could
There's
be.
Brad Rice right there.
Yep. So you can see, while the colors are very similar on all the Rainbow Ride balloons, they actually all are all different. And this is one great. You see the coyote down along the bottom among those other designs. So that's on a couple of other balloons as well.
I would assimilate that as a digital tumbleweed, maybe.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it. They're actually going right over our
right over the top
over the rooftop studio. The white balloon that we saw kind of in the picture with them was originally made for a different sponsor. They did it as kind of a banner so that they could continue to rotate the banner. So if you wanted to advertise on the balloon, there's a great white balloon, and we'll put a banner on it for you and carry it for you.
And again, that shows the major size. You could stick
the
that. You
size
could stick that white balloon inside.
Yeah. Hey, somebody asked on the chat the other day about if we remembered the big one. And that was like a 400,000 cubic foot balloon.
Yes.
And that's the one that we actually did fly a small balloon inside of many, many years ago. So, yes, we do remember the big one if you're still with us today.
There's Mr. Earl Buzzard flying Buzzard Cruise 2, the local pilot from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
The picture's taken they're taken there. And we mentioned the Visit Albuquerque balloon. There you see Visit Albuquerque, the University of New Mexico Lobo balloon. As Paul turns that Visit Albuquerque balloon around, you'll see as the red is coming around from the right-hand side as he spins that balloon. There's the red side. We'll just flip cameras. We don't even have to wait for him to swip around. That's the advantage of watching on WBS Live. We'll just change the camera angle to give you what you want to see, or what we'd like for you to see.
There's a great shot of all of our guests out this morning. Nice mini mass ascension, as we refer to it. Once this field clears, it's going to be open for competition, and Art will get down in the middle of things for the Gordon Bennett, right?
Yep. So the black one with the yellow and orange, that's just kind of floating along the top of those balloons we
Right
just
there?
saw. Yep. No, they switched on it. Sunset Glow, Tom Steinbeck. And we can see the white streamer on his basket. Yesterday being our memorial flight, but those banners and those streamers tend to stay all week. So while we make a point of remembering people on the first Sunday, it stays with us all week long. Tristan McLean taking the Exxon Mobil balloon off the far south end of the field, using that turning bend, so no matter where you are on the field, you can see Exxon Mobil. Exxon Mobil, the presenting sponsor of the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta, but starting next year, they will be the title sponsor. So next year, we'll be talking about the Exxon Mobil Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. And as he comes around, that should be the turning bend right there, just as it was going out of the screen. So we're doing a great job of clearing the field here. We're moving quickly through this launch, which is going to make it really nice for our competition.
We just have the Intel balloon launching off in front of us. Get a shot of that. New Mexico
And there's
State.
New Mexico State. I was just going to point out New Mexico State was the one that was kind of in the air a little farther away, and then we just kind of move right in on it. More ride balloons launching out of the middle of the field, and we're ready to start row 2 down here on the south end. Pilots cannot launch off the field without a launch director. So they are dressed as referees or zebras, if you will. And if you hear the whistles, that's them making sure that everybody's paying attention. They're looking up because when you're in the basket of the balloon, you look up, you just see a whole lot of color above you. So they move away from the balloon. They can look up, make sure that, especially in this case, that like those ride balloons that are coming over, that they have either gotten some altitude or are not directly over folks out. Safely. Yes. So that shot's looking from the north end, so you're looking at the next set of ride balloons, but we're starting to see some of the non-competitors start to inflate. We do something called a 3-row rule here, and that is that you look downwind 3 rows of balloons, and you should be basically ready to do what they are doing. So if 3 rows ahead of you they're launching, you should be getting ready to launch. If they're just starting to lay out, you should be getting ready to lay out.
Lately, seems your career depends on how fast you adopt AI. Want to know my secret? It's...
If they're going cold, like blowing air into the envelope, that's what you should be ready to do. So you always watch down so that you're ready when you get to it and not prematurely inflated and burning a lot of fuel, or not late and holding up the launch. And all of our launch directors are volunteers as well, many of them pilots and crew from not only here in Albuquerque but from around the country that actually give up the opportunity to fly in order to provide the launch service.
We're starting to get those pink clouds as the sun starts to crest the mountains, and a little bit of a gusty breeze. That's pretty typical right before the sun rises here.
Along with the temperature drop.
We're down to 52 now.
And we talked about that quick layer. Brad T-Meyer told the pilots this morning that there was a quick layer up there that was down on the ground. And it's definitely lower than it was.
Yes.
Yeah, so exactly what is happening. But once it gets all the way down to the ground, it will eventually mix away. Those slower
Well, that last shot that we just had where it was looking from the north to the south, some of those ride balloons were starting to stall and make their way back north. So
yeah.
Slow, and it was not very fast. I thought I saw 2s, 3s, 4s. He said it would get faster the higher you went.
But I think it's down here at this level now. But I'm not up there, and I'm not the meteorologist. Yeah. There goes Cottywampel off the right-hand side of the screen. Kind of the reddish one with the white design, flower design on the side. We've mentioned that one a few times. Mike Heffron. He has a wheelchair-accessible basket that he flies for Rainbow Riders. The 2 Colorado balloons providing rides. All under the contract of Rainbow Riders, which of course Scott Allen did years ago. Started with 1 balloon in his garage, and now he has operations in 4 states. All 4 corners.
I was thinking about the day when I was at quite the operation, and then on Friday when they were launching passengers, just the amount of trucks and vans and equipment that they put into that business is unbelievable.
And then to run it in 4 states.
Yes.
Yeah. But, yeah, there's a great shot of Cottywampel. The hard ribbons coming out of it.
Tentacles with hearts, looks like.
There you start to get a feel for what the sky looks like. Continue to launch balloons, and we have them in the sky. And again, this is just going to be about half of our balloons this morning, because the other half have gone somewhere else. And they'll be having working their way to fly back into this field once it's clear of these balloons.
And they're doing a great job of making that happen.
Yeah, yeah, they are.
Another little subtle change, you know, that's the beauty of Albuquerque. Now we're seeing them take off and go to the west.
Go more southwest.
Yeah.
Well, so down here
on the left-hand side of the field.
Down here at 100 feet, they're going west, but at 200 feet, they're going southeast. You know, the other phenomenon which I tend to see when we're doing competition, there's a road that goes right through the middle of the field. And if you come down if you're coming down the east side of that road, you tend to move to the east. If you're on the west side of that road, you go to the west. It's like there's a wall going down that road, and you can't get across the road. You kind of come up to the road, and you kind of bounce off of it.
Right.
It's kind of amazing. I often wonder if it's not because there's some extra heat coming off because it's pavement versus the grass.
Very well could be. Well, you know, another phenomenon that happens out of here is you have these high-tension lines that run north to south. And it's quite often that you get up there and you'll run those lines all the way down. Something you don't want to do, and it's like you can't get off of the things.
Yeah, it's like a magnet.
Yes.
Okay, so coming right at us here. A little more heat.
Yes,
get to that 75-foot level, please. There we go. A little more heat. Yeah, right through our microphones. Wave it to the camera. Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah. Marilyn Wallace.
Yes. From Santa Monica.
The balloon rainbow through heaven.
It was almost rainbow through the rooftop deck.
Almost. We've seen shots of them. We've seen them in the shots in the past. We have these 75-foot tall pylons. There's one in each corner of the field there. Basically red and white at the top. Sponsored by the Isleta folks, the folks at the Isleta Resort and Casino. That's an indicator of that 75-foot level that pilots are supposed to be at by the time they actually leave the grass of the field. And you know, you may remember in the early days, we used to put little helium balloons on strings that were 75 foot long. The problem is when the wind blew, it just kind of blew it down.
Yeah, or it was just a regular sized balloon. You really couldn't see it amongst everything else.
Yeah, yeah.
The pylons definitely are there. Yeah,
there it is right there. That's one of the ones out on, let's see.
That'd be the northeast. No? Yeah,
northeast corner, yeah.
Show your daughter how much you love her with this beautiful gift. It says.
Yeah. So that's 75 foot tall. There's one of those in each corner. And the balloons need to be at least that high when they get to the edge of the field. Ted has talked multiple times about that 200 foot per minute ascent rate, meaning that you're going to be gaining altitude at the rate of 200 feet every minute.
We stood up and turned out to the south, and a lot of those ride balloons now are probably anywhere from 7 to 1,000 feet.
Oh yeah.
And they're coming back right over the field.
And they're in the sunlight. Sunlight hasn't hit the field yet, but they are in the sunlight.
Right. And in fact, the Xfinity balloon is up over the field on the west side, probably more over Edith.
Oh yeah.
Headed towards the river, so the people on Corrales will have some visitors a little later on, I think, if they stay there. What a gorgeous shot.
Yeah. So definitely a box setting up.
Right in the center there, below the Colorado balloon, Mr. Eric Hodges, who just yesterday actually received the Ed Yost Award.
Great deal for him.
Oh my goodness. I asked his wife when I went over to see him, was he crying when he got the award? She says no, he was crying when they went in before they got the award.
Oh, I'll bet. 40 years of safe piloting is what gets you the Ed Yost Award.
He must have started when he was 12. No, actually, he did start when he was 16 or 14, something like that.
Yeah, for a long time he was the youngest or one of the youngest pilots here, and I remember him flying when he was still a teenager. So it's hard to believe he's been flying for 40 years to get that award. When I heard he was going to get it, I thought, no, it hasn't been 40 years.
And Kim Vesley told me this morning, she says, yeah, I remember Eric was a little kid.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? He still acts like a little kid, so that's great.
Which is great.
Way to go, buddy.
Yeah. Congratulations.
That's System F. Mark from North Carolina. I think we talked to him yesterday. The Firefly system is really cool. I flew Firefly for many years, and that burner is a Mirage burner. It's not the most quiet thing out there. In fact, that's usually why I'm half deaf up here now. But during the glow, it's really cool. If you stick a leather glove up underneath the vent, you get a massive glow that goes on, and it's that was not Mark.
Tim Evans, the group
Cedar Crest, New Mexico,
which is just over on the other side of the mountain.
Right around the corner.
Matt McClinton takes the U.S. Bank balloon out of here. You don't see that, but there's baby T-Rex. Correct, don't do that to me.
And many of those ride balloons are really starting to come back to the field again here.
Rex Jennings has the baby T-Rex we saw inflating. That was the white one with the kind of green little baby T-Rex breaking out. Look at that shot of all the balloons in the sky.
That's looking south. This is the orange balloon to the bottom right area. That was one of our. That was our rogue.
Our rogue non-patrol balloon.
Yeah, the switch out. So he made it back. And if you remember when the Chili Peppers flew over,
Chili Express.
Chili Express. I'm sorry. When he flew over, he was going really quick to the east, down low. There's Arabelle.
Oh boy, Arabelle. And Freddie back there behind, kind of over the top. I don't think, or is it? It's Frankie.
Frankie.
It's Frankie.
The Fox. Right before that, we saw
Frank Boy. Not even
Frank
Frankie.
Boy.
Frank Boy. Yeah.
There he
is. From Brazil, and we talked about those N numbers or those registration numbers. So right under his ear there, PP. PP, like N is the United States, PP is Brazil. I have no idea. And then look at the rest, it's a customized one. Frank. And yeah, FRK for Frank.
Well, we should.
Meow Wolf. And the Fidelity Investments, 2 more balloons operated by the Rainbow Riders Corporation. Because in addition to doing rides and taking people on rides to mark off their bucket list, they do operate corporate balloons. In fact, so there's 2 ride balloons, but yet Pinnacle Propane, the one in the upper left with the big white around it, the red at the top and the bottom. So that's a corporate balloon, also being operated by Rainbow Riders. Kind of a twofer.
Yep.
We get your corporate vision up there, and look, the turning bend, even turning it around to make sure that we can see it.
There's silver going up to the right there. That's either, I think that's Fred McAllister flying today.
Yeah, don't you love it when there's 2, 3 pilots on a balloon? You never know who's flying.
Well, I can tell you, I'm looking out there and I can tell it's Fred because the basket's kind of going to the left.
Preventive pest control, itsy bitsy spider, but those black widows ain't so itsy bitsy.
No,
Brian
they're not.
Victor, the owner of Preventive Pest Control, flying his own balloon now.
That's awesome.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. And as we mentioned, you can't see it on the screen, but those ride balloons now are in full sunlight for the most part.
Genius, I need a financial plan.
I have your new budget and financial plan ready.
North of the field.
Yeah.
That is Fred yelling down at us.
Is that Fred yelling? Oh yeah, he's waving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see the cowboy hat. Yeah. But like we said, they're kind of, at that point, they're in a position we can't really catch them with a camera because you can't point the camera straight up.
Right.
We can point our cell phone straight up at them.
It's a great shot showing all the balloons. Some altitude and coming back towards us. Again, we call this the mini mass ascension, but in any other part of the world, this would be their own festival, right?
Yeah, a major mass ascension. It would be. Well, even Gallup, New Mexico has about 130 balloons for their one in the early part of December. Labor Day liftoff in Colorado Springs usually has about 80. Plano does about 40 balloons.
And all those added up do not equal what we're seeing now.
What we're seeing on this half.
This half,
on
yeah.
this half.
Not even all together.
On. Yeah, all together.
On the screen towards the middle right is seed quill. Looks like a watermelon. That's being fed by Wisconsin.
See Hamlet down in the lower right. Doug Gant, the black one in front of that. Psionic.
Well, here, I just got something from Keith Berry off of the Facebook feed, and thank you, Keith, because I learn something every day. Brazil has PP, PT, PR, PU, PS for registrations. Each designates the type of aircraft. Private, commercial, experimental, etc.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Keith. Yeah, Keith's been doing a lot of posting on there. We haven't acknowledged it. I saw Keith in Plano, and so it was really great to see him. And we always appreciate not only Keith's comments, but other people's comments as well.
Everybody's.
We may not acknowledge them on the air, but we do read through them. Sometimes it's after the show before I can catch up on them. In fact, when we get to Thursday and Friday, we're going to acknowledge Brock, who corrected me on something I said about special shape balloons. Appreciate the updates. Ted and I are only so smart, but the tens of thousands of you watching, boy, you've got it, and you let us know. We appreciate that.
I've always said feedback is a gift.
There you go.
And I like gifts.
And JPEGs too, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I like pictures. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bad one there. There's baby T-Rex standing up, cracking out through that egg. I love that one.
Yeah.
I think it would be. I think it would be.
You know, a lot of people ask me, you know, how was I gonna enjoy doing this gig?
Yeah.
And because I'm always down on the field, whether I was a safety person or I was a pilot, and I told them quite honestly, I wasn't sure, but I really enjoy this.
Okay.
I mean, it's allows me to talk about a passion I've had since a child, and to see all of my friends in different perspectives, to see I'm making more friends now online. You know, really appreciate it. All the people that make comments, as Art said, we may not have the opportunity to say your name or even where you're from, but we truly appreciate it. We love the fact that you're watching us. Right now on Facebook Live, we have 407 viewers right now. So.
Yeah, and I have 1,500 watching on YouTube here. So, talking about the sizes of balloons and getting the information. So, 25 balloons at the Big Sky Balloon Rally in Billings, Montana. 30 balloons in Sussex, New Brunswick. 100 plus at Bristol. 140 at Long Beach. 150 at the Air Festival. So, yeah, so the numbers we're throwing out, I mean, people are confirming that for us around the country.
From Peg Bilson, the assistant balloon meister, that competition will start at 8:15 and it will close at 9:30. Right on track. There's Eric Hodges playing it
right
safe.
In the center, right in the center.
Right in the center.
Yep. With Bill Lee standing up the New Mexico True Balloon. They call it Truly. And the Rax balloon.
At Cox, your internet and mobile price won't change for 5 years. From 5 Halloweens to 5 4th of July.
Really didn't want to talk this morning, but since, you know, fucking YouTube wants to be some selfish fucking spamming piece of crap, I'm turning this shit off, man. Life is really annoying. I hate to say it, but it is what it is. Life is annoying. There's no coincidences. Life happens because life wants to be a bully ass bitch. Almost didn't make it to fly this morning. Like, YouTube literally waits till I literally lock my door, get in my car, and then it wants to hit me. Not with just a 15-second ad or a double 10-second. This bitch hits me with a 23 fucking minute ad every time. Fuck you, YouTube, and your bullshit ass ads. Fuck all y'all shit. I'm sorry for cussing. But I'm tired of life in this dumb shit, bro. I really am. I don't know about y'all, bro. I'm tired of everything being expensive. I'm tired of nothing ever fucking working out. I'm tired of all the lies, the scams, the shams, the fraud. I'm sick of it all, bro. I am fucking done with it all. Everything's ran by the cabal and a bunch of weirdos that just steal money from people and tax people, and everything's a scam, guys. It is what it is. I'm telling the fucking truth. Life is a scam, dog. Anyways, we're here to have fun. Sorry, I just had a really bad day yesterday, and this morning it started off with straight bullshit. I'm like, bro, enough's enough, man. Now, you got a whole different win than I did. Crazy how we like did a crisscross on each other. Cause I was literally on the other side of you. Now I'm on this side. 42% of propane left. Yeah, I know it's life, bro. I fucking hate life. To be honest. When you wake up in life and realize most of everything we've been told, taught, manipulated, whatever, it's all been a fucking lie, bro. You can't unsee the shit, man. You can't. And I like all these people with these politics. Yeah, they're all the fucking same, bro. They all sleep in the same bed. They all dry bumped each other. And then they tell everybody to pick a side. Now get the fuck out of here, bro. Fuck politics. Fuck the government. Fuck all these corporation America. Fuck all you scam, fraudulent motherfuckers. Fuck all you greedy sons of bitches. Real fucking talk. If y'all gave a fuck about us, nobody be poor, bitch. Nobody would be homeless. Now, fuck all this goddamn shit. Sorry, y'all. It's just getting to me, dog. It's just getting to me. Fucking scamming ass shit. Oh, your music, we can blow your music up, but you gotta join the fucking Illuminati and the Freemasonry side of entertainment. And you have to do this and that and that and that. No, fuck y'all. You know that? I turned down Illuminati twice and the entertainment side of the Freemason twice. Alright, bitch, I'm about to sell my soul, you weird ass people, so when y'all get tired of me, y'all can kill me and do what the fuck all that, bro. 'Cause I know I don't suck making music. I'm a beast of what the fuck I do. I'm very diverse. It's just I didn't sell my soul. But I'm starting to kind of, I don't know, rethink that, because being the good guy and doing things a good way just obviously ain't fucking cutting it either, so. Yeah, fuck your ads, YouTube. Go fucking kill your show, bro. You fucking ads, man, everywhere. Lord have mercy. I know, this is the most, like, rated R hot air balloon thing yet. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just been building up for a long time. How the hell are you gonna have more ads and a spread of time than actual footage on you? Like, come on, bro. Y'all's products ain't that damn good, bitch. Anyways. Woosah, 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 woosah. Woosah, 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 woosah. What's your plans for the day, brother? Memorial Day. A lot of people off work. What's up here? Looks like a good spot to land up here. That'd be the airport. Okay. That to be is the airport. Aeroport. Aeroplane, man. Working 11 to 7. Boy, that's crazy. Man, they better like throwing y'all some kind of like barbecue get together or something at y'all's job today. I want some barbecue ribs. I want some hamburgers. I want some Cajun fries, potato salad, and some banana pudding. Yeah. At least you called it a draft and not something else. I guess I'm gonna go land in this airport. I mean, we did kind of. Yeah, I don't think I even see us anymore from this distance. Huh? See, yep, we can see us from a distance. Holy shit. Oh, for fuck's sakes. You can barely see us over there. Yeah, dude. Fucking free food, bro. Come on, man. Especially in times like these. Shit. How much is gas up where you're at? Because ours is literally like $4 a gallon now, bro. And down here in Louisiana, bro, it was like $1.68 like a year and a half ago. Fucking insane. Then you realize all these gas companies that made record profit off of gas sales conflicted of their so-called Iranian war. Bitch, y'all scam the fuck out of everybody, bro. How the fuck does a barrel literally, okay, say for instance $112, gas is such and such, and then the barrel goes up $3, and all of a sudden gas goes up $2. This is bullshit, bro. None of that shit makes sense, though. It's all thievery. It's all fucking greed. Fuck. Damn, dude, that's crazy. Watch out for the power lines, Joe. You and them power lines, boy. Oh, you going straight through them. You better get up. You better get up. Boy. That was a close one. That was a close one, my boy. I gotta get my fucking bearings straight. Wow. Lord have mercy. Yeah, I got a whole southwest wind. I'm like, I'm gonna go land at the airport. The wind was like, nope, bitch. Yeah, man, fuck it. I don't know. That's crazy, dude. And you know they rose it again today because they know people gonna be traveling, bro. That's what I'm be talking about. It should be days like this. Gas should go on sale. You know what I mean? Nah, bro. We just live in a scam economy with scam greedy ass fucking weirdos. I'm ready for the motherfucking alien and Anunnaki and all the bitches come in here and fucking fix this shit, bro. But this whole world is broken, son. Bitch, Johnny beam me up to the motherfucking wherever the hell. Get me off this motherfucking raggedy piece of shit rock. Damn, man. I'm telling you, bro, once you wake up to life and realize that everything is a scam, dog, like I said, you cannot see it, bro, and it really pisses you off. Because, like, fuck, dude, we've been lied to, manipulated, gaslit, threatened, blah, 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 blah. While these motherfuckers are still are doing worse shit and illegal shit. And shit against their own fucking human free will and shit, man. What the? Nah, I'll stay away from New England and big cities for now. I mean, yeah, y'all's areas, you pretty much, the weather's perfect at this time of the year for Memorial Day, shit like that, especially summertime. It'd be too hot down here, though. Alright, I got 31% propane left. I see some fields approaching. I think I'm gonna pick one of those. If the wind is gracious enough, but I don't think we're going that way now. The wind's like, nope, bitch, watch this. Look at all the rich people in here. Oh, there's apartments and shit too. I don't know. Community pool. Hey, give me some money. Shit, I don't know, bro. I was sitting at the red light yesterday. And it was raining, obviously. But this dude, I know these people. These are bums, man. Like these people ain't here. Not out here just. I don't know. Look, like they choose to be out this shit. You know what I'm saying? Out whatever. Motherfuckers giving these motherfuckers money, bro. I'm about to go fucking get some raggedy ass clothes. I'm gonna go get me a fucking sign with the wrong spelling, and I'm gonna fucking go somewhere where I'm not recognized, and I'm gonna go stand at the motherfucking corner and just sit there, and I bet I'll make way more money than half these motherfuckers do, bro. Like, bro, I think them motherfuckers figured out the system, to be honest. I think they broke the code. That's why they trying to criminalize homelessness and shit, because they can't tax them. Man, fuck that shit. Sorry, I'm on one today, bro. I was on one yesterday. Oh, man, I was on one for real yesterday. Bro. Let's just say head butted a hole somewhere yesterday. A man can only take so much. Said you'll make a lot. The Panhandle? So if you come down here in the South, you better hit me up. And I don't drink, so you have a designated driver right here on top, my boy. Oh, you said go Panhandle. Never mind. Dyslexia. I'm dyslexic. It sucks. Trust me. Especially when you're trying to write music and read it and rap it at the same time. And yeah, I go pan. You know what I do? I get a bunch of signs and just say parking $50. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, them motherfuckers, I think they broke the system. That's why they're trying to criminalize homelessness now. Because they can't tax them. That's all it is, bro. It's all greed. Money and greed. And a bunch of weirdos running this country, in this world. Bunch of lame-ass ducks. Knowing a real life face-to-face one-on-one, they carry like a little bitch. And people like me fuck them up. I may not look like much, but trust me, I got a lot of power packed inside of me. And I'm a dirty-ass fighter. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I'm gonna make a motherfucking cuisine dinner out of your fucking ass if I have to. I don't give a fuck. I'm a dirty-ass fighter, bro. Ain't no rules out here. Yeah, that's what they do down here with the LSU games and shit. Or Mardi Gras, or, you know, stuff like that. I don't know, bro. I'm about to go, man. I'm honestly gonna probably experiment with that shit. I'm gonna go, because everybody knows who I am around here. Like, I'm a fucking locally well-known actor, musician, dancer. Like, I do it all, bro. So I'm gonna have to go somewhere where I won't get recognized and go see, like, I'm gonna see if I can make some money, bro. Just acting like a bum, man. I'll put on one of my best acting personas ever. Well, we're completely going a different way again. Now we're back on this side of the highway. Alright, I don't want to be stuck over power lines. This must be, what kind of factory is this? See a bunch of red 18-wheeler rigs. What's red and brown and circles around? Those two. That's money, bro. What's that moolah, baby? Alright, we are at 25%, so technically we got a quarter left of propane, plus a few afterburns. We're going to be looking for a spot here. We had some spots lined up, but the wind was like, bitch, that's not happening. So now we're going this way. As soon as I get another chance, I am dropping this baby down. And be careful of jets, because I've noticed flying here last night and this morning, jets are getting pretty close to us, so we gotta be careful. Got more power lines ahead of you, brother. Be careful, man. See, y'all, Joe likes to, what's that word I'm looking for? Antagonize the power lines. He waits to the last minute, and then he shoots up over them. You think he gonna crash into them? No. I mean, the other day he went through some, but I ain't doing a gossip, so you heard that from me. Oh, the wind, how they changed, huh? What's this on the side right here? Hey, look at the parking lot with flat buildings. Good job, Microsoft. We got Top Golf right there. You gonna play some golf, bro? I suck at golf, but I could drive the fuck out of one. Right onto the highway. And look, there's a flat football stadium. Good job, Microsoft. I got all my shit on Ultra, okay? That's not my shit. That's Microsoft being Microsoft. Alright, where the fuck you at, bitch? Oh, the shit right there. Watch out, Joe. A very dangerous place to fly a hot air balloon, apparently. I mean, that's just not... I mean, it looks three-dimensional until you get down there and realize that bitch is flat as fuck. That's so lame, bro. Like, fucking Microsoft, what the fuck? Dude, y'all got all, hold on. So you telling me, hold on, I'm about to get some more real shit on y'all motherfuckers. So y'all telling me that with everything involving with technology, y'all motherfuckers couldn't make actual buildings from the maps pop up? You couldn't somehow integrate to make it look more realistic than what the fuck this shit is half the time? Huh? Or is this just a bunch of laziness? Because the one I'm looking at with AI and all this other shit, this shit shouldn't even be happening, bro. There's a flat motherfucking football stadium and a flat motherfucking Top Golf. The roads here suck. Like, Microsoft, do better, dog. Catch up, catch up, catch up. I'm not talking about the stuff you put on no burger, bitch. You better catch up on your shit, because this is horrible, bro. It ruins the experience. Alright, I gotta get down. I got way up here, now I started going nowhere again. So is that flat on your end too, Joe? The stadium? Like, I was trying to avoid this area right here because of this crap. Right here. Wait, it did it to me last time we was out here. So yeah, this stadium sucks. Lame. Lame. Microsoft is lame. Lame. Say, yo. Suck that, Tiger. I gotta land on some flat building land. This right here is definitely for the football team. All this shit here. But it's crazy how they got some stadiums that are like three-dimensional, like we took off in New York. And you got this shit right here. Flatter than a pancake. Now, I ain't say flat ass, it's flatter than a pancake. Cause the pancake got a little bit of fucking height. This bitch ain't got nothing. Alright, let me see if I can land in this little grassy area right here. Oh, hit a house first. Oh, man. There's a cactus going in through a house, bro. Yeah. That's their Christmas tree? You crazy, dog. Oh, shit. Alright, so we flew from here. Gotta go faster, drone. Why did that not do this? Jay's still over here trying to find a place to land. I got a nice little spot over here, bro. That's a nice little parking lot area. Oh, they got a fire truck. They got 2 fire trucks. So they got a fire truck waiting on it and everything, dog. You got 2 of them. And you got a rescue one. All right. He's like, for what? See, I wish these would be 3-dimensional more. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the technology, y'all, all the technology, bro. Why have we not? Too many cars on that part, yeah, but this one right here looks good if you can land in this little area. I don't think you're gonna. Shit, I don't know, bro. A lot of cars everywhere. Except for this little parking lot. Where you got a fire truck and a rescue truck, and then a rescue truck with a trailer on it. Fuck that car, they got insurance. Do not act upon that word. Well, there's a fire truck. See, I play flashing lights every now and then. It's like a emergency game and shit on Steam. I play that. I play Hunter's Wild. Hunter, Call of the Wild. I play college football 26. You know, typical male fucking shit. Now I fly this, so. Alright, brother, well, look, I know you got to get ready to go to work. You have a good day, my boy. I wouldn't say happy Memorial Day because I don't know why they say happy, because there's nothing happy about losing people's lives, so have a good Memorial Day. And I will see you later on this evening. And we're going to have a little air show before we fly off this morning, or in the afternoon. Before we take off this afternoon, we're going to have a little air show. I might do a little something. Somebody else might do a little something. We'll see. All right, y'all. Remember, life is a joke. Life is a scam. Don't get caught up in the motherfucking circle wheel of circusness, okay? This is your boy, Man Gaming. Y'all have a good Memorial Day. Shout out to all the fallen soldiers and heroes that sacrifice the biggest sacrifice of all, which is their life. It's all good, all love. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell on the Bayou Gaming My Bayou Man Gaming YouTube channel, fuck that up. And the YouTube channel for Joe Chips. We'll be back on later on this evening. Got an air show and a mass ascension to celebrate Memorial Day in remembrance and honors of our fallen soldiers. Yeah. It's your boy Bayou Man Gaming. Y'all have an awesome day, and I'll see y'all this evening.